Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope you're doing very well. I'm glad to be back. Today I'll be talking to you about a brand new Nigerian movie, Nollywood movie, titled Northeast. So someone attacked my inbox on Instagram, sent me a DM, and sent me a list of all the movies she wants me to talk about. And I was like, Chai, all these movies, only me. Okay now. So I'll start picking it one after the other. So like I said, always follow me on Instagram or whatever, let me make your request known.
It doesn't work like that in my culture, my son.
Is it by accident or by choice? Love. Do we choose who we love, or we just can't help but love certain people?
Jarana, no. So what's extra in Hausa?
Emeka.
Wait, we just Hausa and French and I will go. When and how did you become that boy's girlfriend?
Calm down, Daddy.
Answer me, my friend!
Alright guys, welcome back. So like I told you, I'll be talking about Northeast today. It's a Nigerian movie directed by Muyiwa Aluko. You might know him from directing Love Regardless. So Northeast features in Dima-Okojie, OC, Ukeje, Carol King, Funky Mallam, and quite a number of other people. The movie tells the story of a Hausa family, a father and daughter. They lost the mom, years back. Very devoted Muslim, they pray, they do all of that. The father loves and adores his daughter, and then there's this other family where we have a mother and son who happen to be Christians and they're Igbos. So in an interesting turn of events, the Muslim father falls in love with and starts dating the Christian Igbo mom, and then the Christian Igbo son starts dating the Muslim Hausa daughter named Alima, and the movie just kind of surrounded the controversy. I'm giving this movie a 2.5/5. I was quite disappointed. I had high hopes going to see it, but yeah, after watching it, I was just like, nah, it wasn't so interesting. Let me tell you what I loved about it. Northeast features Carol King. I love and adore Carol King. Like her smile and her laughter and the way she acts, she's just a grace to behold and to watch. Same way I feel when I see Ireti Doyle. There's just this air around her, and I just love her. So I appreciated seeing her in this movie. Another person that I love, you guys know, is Ukeje. I love him, fantastic actor. Dima-Okojie was in this movie as well. So I appreciated the casting, of the film. And the storyline is actually quite controversial, quite interesting. You have two families of a mother and son and husband and father and daughter falling in love with each other, and it's just, I was actually curious, like, okay, so what are we going to do? So it's actually a very, very interesting idea and storyline as well. So I appreciated that also. And of course, the acting. I need not tell you about Carol King's acting skills, or OC or Ini. Ini is growing fast, like at the speed of light. She's really growing. She's getting better. So I have a great deal of appreciation for her acting skills. But that's just about what I love about this movie. First thing I did not like about the movie was that it was way too long for such a basic and very minimal story. You would expect something very short, straight to the point, maybe 1 hour 15, if you are going to push it 30 minutes, but this movie is like 2 hours long, and I was like, including credits and all of that, I was just like, it's just too long. Another thing I didn't like was that the story had some infusions that were unnecessary, and it goes back to the story, and then eventually what made the movie even longer than it was supposed to be. See, the dancing scenes, were awkward. OC is not a terrible dancer, but he's not the greatest dancer either. Like, I was just like, oh, I love you, OC, but I can't watch this. It was just very unnecessary. There were so many dancing scenes that we could have done. Like, if I can watch that movie without the dancing scenes and it will still make complete and absolute sense. And then they started the movie with this nurse that came in, and she was like, kind of flirting with OC at the hospital, and actually enjoyed her. I thought they were going to develop more on that storyline, but they didn't. We just saw her that once, and then maybe another time again. And it was just like, what are you guys doing? So there were lots of unnecessary details in the movie that could have been cut out and made the movie shorter, and then a lot more interesting. Alright, so moving on. The movie went at such a slow pace. Like, a snail pace. It was boring. No, 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 no. Why? At this time and age, when people have a billion things to do and there's, you know, like, who has time to sit down and be watching a boring movie? It was, I mean, what kept me seated was the romance aspect of it. And I'm going to come back to that in a little bit. But aside from that, the movie was just, it was draggy. Okay, they met. Okay, they fell in love. Okay, the father loved the daughter. Okay, the mother is in a relationship. I mean, I was just like, oh. So overall, after watching Northeast, I felt like the story had so much potential and it just lost its way somewhere along the line, and we ended up with a movie that we could have done without. So yes, that's why I'm rating it a 2.5 over 5. So it was just average, barely average, if you will. If you want to watch it, if you don't want to take my word for it, you can watch it on Iroko TV, okay? But if you have seen the movie, I want to know what you think about this movie, Northeast, because I'm feeling like, am I the crazy one? Because I'm telling you, like, every other person just like, oh my God, best movie of 2016. And I'm like, sorry, what? All right, thank you guys so much for joining me. Rainy God bless you. See you again very soon. Mwah. Bye.